At this time, it's an honor to welcome the Executive Director of Gridiron Greats and the After the Impact Fund. This woman works passionately year-round, not only for this event, but everything that surrounds these great organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, Shannon Jordan.
JT, so much. I can't believe we've been doing this now for 5 years. We also have a very special guest tonight. JT's dad is here tonight celebrating his 80th birthday. So we're so excited to have you here. Your son, you raised a wonderful son, and your daughter-in-law, Julie, we just love her, and we appreciate all the support that you give us, JT. I want to thank Brian Lindsay, James LaFamme, and Deanne Peck for having us here at the Red Rock. I mean, you're not just partners, you guys are friends, you're invested. Last year, Brian, I remember you didn't know too much about us, and look at Brian now and all that we're doing together. We actually launched that we're going to support and help our fighters here with our After the Impact charity. So thank you, Red Rock, and your whole team for rolling out the red carpet for us. As JT mentioned, both charities, Gridiron Greats and After the Impact Fund, will be the beneficiaries of tonight. And it's so important for us to honor the men and women that not are only doing things surrounding football. It's what they've done throughout their lives off the field and in the community. So it's an honor to pay tribute to all of you here tonight. To my hero, Sylvia Mackey. This woman has changed thousands and thousands of lives. I'm not joking when I say that. And there's a few women here that have received the award. Liz Nicholson, Chie Smith, Shanda Brigance, who couldn't be here. And tonight, to have Dr. Ann McKee here, it is our honor. We're so excited to celebrate you tonight, Dr. McKee. You're going to see incredible videos tonight of our honorees. I want to thank Michael Nays and Scott Dixon from our friends in Chicago at Periscope. These vignettes look like we're doing the ESPYs and zero budget. They're incredible. So thank you, Michael Nays and Periscope, for all you've done for us. It's incredible. We also are going to pay tribute to someone that we all love very much, David Humm, who we lost a couple months ago. Courtney and Tommy, I know he's in heaven looking down on both of you. Courtney, you were his world. He made an impact on us. He was one of the first players that Karen and I actually helped, and from the minute we talked to him, he was family to us. So we all miss him very, very much, but I know he's smiling down on you. Tonight is the biggest fundraiser we have of the year, and literally, we cannot project out 2 years, 3 years. This will be 6 months for us. So thank you so much for all of your support, for everyone that's here tonight, because it literally, how much we raise is how many people that we can help and how many families we can help. To date, we've given upwards of $4 million to players and their families with financial assistance. We've touched more than 2,200 lives with various types of assistance and services, things that you wouldn't see on paper. It's negotiating medical bills. We have incredible medical and marketing partners that donate their time and give things pro bono. We are just so lucky that people support the work that we do. We have Vinnie Hudson and Dr. Candelora, who oversee our medical board and seek out other medical partners to make sure that these medical partners actually care about our people and they don't just want an autograph or they want to be associated. We want people that care. So Dr. Candelora and Vinnie, thank you so much for all you do for us from the medical perspective. To our board of directors on Gridiron Greats, Coach Dicka, Mark Bedane, Matt Burke, Kyle Turley, and Mike Golick. Kyle, you've been there from the beginning. I can't say enough about this guy. We adore you. Thank you for speaking out. Kyle is not shy, and he speaks the truth. And I think a lot of more people should be a little bit more like Kyle Turley, and I think we all need to educate ourselves a little bit more about what's happening in this country with the opioid crisis and the CBD oils that Kyle and his team are producing. I mean, we're not talking about THC. I think we really need to look at this. A lot of you learned that this morning, and I just think if you haven't seen it, please watch him with Dr. Sanjay Gupta, and let's learn a little bit more about it. But it is changing and saving lives. So thank you, Kyle. Matt Burke, sometimes I dial his phone, I'm like, there's one day he's gonna be like, oh my God, she's calling again. He serves on both boards. Matt, you've been my rock through a lot of transition and a lot of insane times, ups and downs, but you've always had our back. You've always been committed. You're always coming up with new ideas, and you're truly just a special person. So Matt, thank you so much. It was right after this moment last year that Mark Bodane pulled me aside, and I had met his beautiful daughter, Allie, and he just said, I think I want to get more involved. How do I get on your board? And I go, my board? Like, board of directors? I was so blown away and touched by that, and ever since, it's been Mark's mission to educate other teams about the work that we're doing, and you are a game changer for us. You really, really are. He can tell you a little bit more later, but his goal was to have his goal eventually is to have all 32 teams supporting all the work that we do. But thank you. Thank you so much. To Mr. Davis, Cheryl Nichols, Mark again, and just Raider Nation, you guys have set the bar so high. And I know that there are other teams here, but you do treat your alumni like family. You do not let them down. And I hope that other teams actually see what you're doing and step up, because we need the help. To our board of directors at After the Impact Fund, I know it's to add on another charity. It was so important for us to make sure that our military veterans and other professional athletes are getting the support they need. And it's so difficult to help people. It's so frustrating that it takes so much to get people help. So we have incredible board members, Brigadier General retired Rich Gross, former Green Beret Art Pugh, Coach Reeves, who cannot be here tonight. Coach Dicka is on our board for that too. But in a short period of time of just launching, we've put 120 military veterans and professional athletes in treatment. And that's a lot. It's not cheap. Thanks to Eric Hipple and Randy Grimes, who have dedicated their lives to making sure that people get behavioral therapy and making sure people get addiction, help with addiction, and you two shared your soul this morning. I know everyone felt it. We did a symposium this morning, but without these two men going out there to find the resources, find the help, we're truly going to change a ton of lives together. So thank you, men, so much. One of the things I'm most proud about from After the Impact is launching our Family Impact Forum. It's been so important to me that the families are addressed. The families are pushed to the side. No one is talking about the families. It's the wife of, or the mother of, or the daughter of, and that's not what's happening. They're the ones calling. They're the ones seeking the resources and support. So we have a password-protected women's forum for mothers, daughters, wives, so of military veterans and all pro athletes. It's going there. We've aggregated all the resources in one place where you can find out your benefits and your resources, but it's more than that. It's one-on-ones and peer support. We're inclusive. We're not judgmental. We want to collaborate. We want to share our resources with others. I want to thank Sam Pyle and Liz Nicholson for leading that group of women and keeping us on track on a daily basis. And then Liz, Sam, Trisha Bell, Sylvia Mackey, Janet McCoy, Irene, Gottlieb Old, Allison, Chie, Stacy Turley, Mary Brooks and Pam, who are not here, they are on weekly calls with us. They're going through their own things, and they're taking the time to say, how can we make this better? And they're struggling too, and they're there to help everyone. So ladies, I cannot thank you enough. It's really what keeps us going. To our sponsors, We couldn't do this without you. Red Rock, Raiders, Sukup, Hourglass Wealth Management, Southern Glazers, Tenuro XPF, Shango, Clark Pharmaceuticals, Rudolph Foods, Curry Aviation, Pepsi, Attorney's Tax Relief, CDI Printing, By Design, and to everyone who purchased a table ticket and program. It's important we say this and recognize all of you. I'm sorry to go so long. To Chris Borland, I can't thank you enough for doing all these fundraisers. He just did a race with his two brothers who serve. We're sending him out again into the middle of the wild, and he's raising awareness for us. So Chris, thank you. To Don and Ryan Horn, Lemon, Jackie Barney, Joe and Charlotte Green, Brett and Lisa Petersmark, George and Mary Sue Coons, Frank and Cheryl Hawkins. You buy a table every year, you support us every year, and we can't thank you enough. To Tommy White and Local 872, you're not as loud as you were last year. The minute we stepped down in Vegas, I mean, they've picked up all of our honorees. They've given us printers. They do everything. I can't thank you boys enough. We love you. There's Tommy. You've been a godsend to us. To Doug and Christy Walls. Doug and Christy, if you can just stand. Doug and Christy raised a ton of money for us in a golf outing this year in Michigan. There they are. For both After the Impact and Gridiron Greats, and we thank you so much. You put so much hard work in it, and it lasted us a good 6 months of support, so thank you. To Mike Lucci. Where's Mike? There he is. He and Jim Covert and Joe Birch just raised $100,000 for us right before Super Bowl. He's my foxhole partner. Everyone needs a Mike Lucci in his life, and thank you for you guys for sharing him with us. But Mike, thank you. You know how much you mean to us. And then to my dream team, that all of this just doesn't happen. Karen Wright, Colleen Cates, Tamara Allen, Lori DeMacos, Dr. Kafori, Ryan Dad, Sam Bono, and Paige DeMacos. It's because of you that all of this happens and that we thrive because of it. And I do want to single out Karen Wright. She's in the back with us there. She's the voice. She's the one doing all the work with facilitating care. She's an angel. She's my rock. She deserves to be recognized. She doesn't want to be recognized, but she is an angel. To my husband, Brian, for putting up with me, and Mark Lewis and Dawn and EC and all of our volunteers that make tonight work. But last but certainly not least, we have very special guests. Diana Dicka's here. She is, if you haven't met her, you have to go introduce yourself. She calls and checks on me. I love and adore you, Diana. I'm so glad you're here. And the boys, I'm so glad you're here to see what your dad has built. Without Coach, we would not be helping thousands of people. Mike, if you don't mind coming up and just saying a few words, but we love and adore you, and you've put this organization on your back, and we just all can't thank you enough.